This is Lisa from Peanuts and Peppers Paper Crafting. Today I'm going to show you how to make a quick and easy slimline thank you card using a Stamp It Up Fragrant Flowers stamp set and coordinating fragrant flower dies. Not only is it quick and easy, but by using a one-sheet wonder template, you can make 2 cards from one sheet of designer series paper. So let's get started. Here's my thank you card. And this features the Favorite Flowers Designer Series paper from the Celebration Brochure 2023. This paper is free with any $50 purchase during Celebration. This is the Stampin' Up! Spring Catalog. You will find this stamp set, Fragrant Flowers, in it, and the coordinating fragrant flower dies. The stamp set has 2 flowers, 2 sentiments, actually 4 sentiments, a little background die, and the fragrant flower dies will die cut these out. These are the patterns from the Favorite Flower 12 by 12 Designer Series paper. So you get this pattern, this is the front, and this is the back. This is the front and back, front and back, front and back, front and back, and finally this is the last pattern. This is the front and this is the back. Now I'm going to bring back this pattern in because Stampin' Up! Had the forethought to have these dies cut out the flowers just in case you didn't want to stamp and die cut them out. So that one will cut out the big one, and this one will cut out the smaller one. And I have some that I've already die cut here. So this makes your stamping and card making even faster. And from my die cutting, you get 6 big flowers and 8 little flowers. Now, back to our card. This is my slimline template, This comes from Jess Crafts. And what we're going to be doing is I took a piece of that 12 by 12 Fragrant Flower Designer Series paper and I cut this down to 6 by 6. So we're going to be using this slim template to cut this paper. Okay. All right, here's my paper. And what I'm going to do is I'm cutting this by 2.5. By 6. And then I'm going to cut at 3 inches. Okay, these are our first 2 pieces. Then I'm going to come back and cut this at 1 3/4. By 5. Let me do these separately. That way I won't mess up. So you get that piece. and that piece. And that's all the cutting that is involved. Now, to make this even easier for you, okay, I put measurements on here, and they'll also be in the description. But these are our pieces right here, and the mats are up under there. So here, this is your mat. Oops, this is your mat. Here. And then this is our card template. All right. I have a piece of basic white. This is 8.5 by 7. And I'm just going to go over this with a bone folder. And for my mat, I'm using Evening Evergreen. I've added some adhesive to the back, and I'm just going to center this on the card front. Now, I'm going to add this piece of Designer Series paper. To the top. And the smaller piece is going to be at the bottom. You won't have any waste using this template. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. Then I have my mat, which is 3 1/4 by 2 3/4. And this piece of Designer Series paper, I'm actually going to flip it on the back, which I've already done with this piece. And I've taken some twine from the Baker Twine's Essential Pack in Basic White, and I've just made it some loops just to jazz up my card a little bit. So I'm just going to be adding some adhesive. And yes, I used a piece of tape to hold this down. No one's going to see it. And then what I want to do is I'm going to flip this on the back. Add a little bit more adhesive. And then you see where this gap is? This is actually going to go on top. Now what I want to do is bring in one of the flowers that I've already die cut here. And I'm going to add some dimensionals on the back. The colors in this paper, on this particular pattern, we have Blackberry Bliss, Evening Evergreen, and Mossy Meadow. Okay, I'm going to attach this to the front. And a piece down here, and you can put this any way that you want. All right, now I'm going to be stamping the thanks sentiment from the Fragrant Flowers stamp set. This is a photopolymer set, which means that you can see straight through it. And I love that this set, the die set, has these wonderful label dies. You can't go wrong with labels. And I've already die cut that. Look how pretty that is. Look at the stitching around there. All right. I'm going to ink up my stamp in Blackberry Bliss. And as I said before, because it's clear, you can see straight through it, which makes lining this up much easier. And I like to hold this down for a few seconds so the ink can transfer. See how pretty that is? Bring back my card in. And I'm going to add a couple of dimensionals on the back. Put this on the front. All right, and then the last thing I want to do is add some rhinestone basic jewels. And there you have it. A quick and easy slimline thank you card. And what's great is because I use my wonderful template, I can make drop the piece. Here it is. I can make 2 more cards. Again, you can find the Fragrant Flowers stamp set and coordinating fragrant dies, as well as the Favorite Flowers 12 by 12 Designer Series paper, and the Stampin' Up! Spring Catalog 2023 and Celebration Brochure 2023. If you do not have these catalogs, please contact me and I will be happy to send them to you. Thank you for stopping by. You can find more of my projects at www.lisafleming.stampinup.net. www.peanutsandpepperspapercrafting.com. You can find me here on my YouTube channel. You can find me on Instagram at Peanuts and Peppers Cards. You can also find me on Facebook. Have a wonderful day. Happy stamping.